What's up, babes? It's Curly's Victoria. I am back with yet another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So let's just do another episode of talking about my boss up routine, what I got going on. So I know that I showed you guys a video earlier that just gave you a general update on my life in general as a whole, but I wanted to specifically come on this video and talk about my tactics for bossing up, what I'm going to be doing to do that. Okay, Bricks is like in and out of sleep, so he'll be snoring. If you're new to the channel, Bricks is my puppy, and he's snoring. This water is so good. Anyway, so look, right now I'm working on some introductory things for my brand, for my business, brainstorming. I'm literally sitting right here in the living room, just on the computer, on Instagram, on YouTube, creating content and creating different things that are going to lunge and propel my business forward. Therefore, you gotta brainstorm. You gotta go up in this brain and decide, what can I do that's going to further my business on a daily basis. You're not going to arrive overnight, right? It doesn't matter what you do unless you go viral, which is happening. You can't bank on your small business or your whatever going viral. If it happens, eat it up, baby. Like the what's his name? Is it Duran? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Who sold the cars? When he popped up and went viral, I feel like baby went viral, ate that spotlight up real quick, still in the spotlight. And I'm not saying that his going viral was a bad thing. I'm just saying get in with that season if it happens, because you could be viral one day and the next day they could fall off. Or like him, he hasn't fallen off. People still, you see him appear on different things. Like he took that light and ran with it in a way that reflected for his life that was positive. So in the same manner, if you should ever pop your ish and you become viral, great, run it up. But the everyday entrepreneur, the everyday corporate America babe, the everyday individual, that's just not going to happen, right? And if it does, great, but you can't base your business plan off of, I'm gonna go viral. You can manifest it. You can feel it in your spirit, like I feel in my spirit that my brand is going to pop. I could tell by the way that I'm working. I could tell by the responses I'm getting from people from it. And for me, that really just speaks volume into what it is that I'm trying to do. And it reassures me that I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing to gather the results that I'm supposed to have. So I'm super excited. I'm not rushing things. I'm going to let things play out the way they're supposed to play out. Anything that's meant to be is going to be. So for me, that's where I'm at in my life. You just got to let stuff be. Let it be, period. What's meant for you is going to be, and what's not meant for you is not. And I'm at a space in my life where I just feel like a lot of times we want to force a specific thing in our life, be it a relationship, be it a friendship, be it a moment in time, be it a season of our life. We want to rush that process. But if we truly take the time to trust the process, not rush it, and be appreciative of every day, of every struggle, every time we're in adversity, if we would give thanks even in our situation, and we would look at the fact that there's somebody who's far worse than we are, then it will put us in a whole different mental space, and it would allow for us to understand that to every season, there's an ending, and to every ending there's a new beginning. So if we could approach life in that same manner, we wouldn't feel so disappointed. It's almost like if you're in a relationship with someone and you enjoy yourself with them, and then it comes a time where you got to break up because you're growing apart. Well, if you truly appreciated the fact that you guys were growing and that at some point it could come to an end, all good things do, then you'd be more accepting of the fact when you part ways. You'd see it as though we just grew apart, opposed to, oh, this person was blah, 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 because a lot of people like to bash somebody once they're no longer with them, but it's like you were with them for that long, so they couldn't have been that bad, right? So it's the simple fact of sometimes we just don't know how to let go, move on, or take things the way that they come and the way that they go. But if you can start to, get your life in a way that you can develop that understanding, then you will experience life at a different caliber. And I'm speaking from experience. I think by having that mentality, having that mindset, I have seen things go and improve in so many different ways and directions over time that it's like, bruh, it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. It's all about discipline, consistency, mindset. Like your mindset, your mentality is everything. You can sit and say, oh, I'm broke right now, so that's all I'm gonna be. Or you can say, hey, this is my temporary setting. This is my transitional period to being that millionaire, billionaire, and go from there. It's all about how you think. It's all about how you see yourself. And it's all about how you allow others to perceive, not to perceive you, because people are going to perceive you for the way that they perceive you, but it's the way that you allow people to treat you. We teach people how to treat us. And if they don't want to treat us with the way in which we're teaching them at a respectable level or whatever, then goodbye to them, because your worth doesn't go down the drain because of somebody else's inability to see it. Okay? So that's, hey, can you take it down a notch? I know you have an attitude, Briggs. I'm filming. I told y'all that's my puppy. He literally is a human. Blows his breath when he's not getting attention. And I'm like, boy, chill. I've been here with you all day. I could have been gone. So long story short, it's like, that's what I'm doing. I'm in a space where I want my space. I want growth. I want the opportunity to build. I want the opportunity to provide, opportunities, and also provide, the type of person I am to my clients. Like, if I'm helping you with property, I want the property stressors to be the least of our worry, because we've had time to build a bond. We've had time to build rapport. We've had time to find you what you're looking for. And we've connected in such a way that inspired both of us. I've always been someone whose brand centered around motivation, empowerment, inspiration. Like, that's always been me. And I've, of course, gravitate to things like that in my life that, does well with my soul. But if you look back at my old YouTube videos from years ago, you look at now, you look at content now, you're going to see that it's always been a common theme. I think we live in this world now that it's trendy to be an empowering woman. It's trendy to run a woman-owned business. It's trendy, right? But if you're not that type of leader already, it's going to eventually become a facade. It might already be one now, but it's going to reveal itself, because that's not what is innate. For me, it's innate for me to be that type of way. It's innate for me to naturally have those things that are going to want to attribute to seeing somebody better. If you're young, there was a guy who came in with his little daughter. He raised her. She was only, I think he said she was going to 9th grade. She was 8th grade going to 9th grade. Or 7th grade going to 8th grade, something like that. And she didn't have her mom. He raised her, so he tries to instill in her certain qualities that as a man we're wired different. So he could teach you to do good and don't accept this and da-da-da-da, but you still don't have that maternal mother, that maternal figure to really guide you, or have too many women who are guiding you in your life. I wrote my number down. I said, if your daughter ever needs to call me, text me, got something going on in her life, have her call me as she get bigger. And I gave them my number. Now, I said, when she gets to college in 3-4 more years and she needs help to fill out them applications, call me. Because at the end of the day, I want to see people succeed. I know what my story is in life. I know what I did and didn't have. And I know that when I wanted something, I was the type of person who was going to go figure it out regardless, because it wasn't going to keep me from being that person, being that great person who I know I could be and that I should be. So that didn't hold me back. But when I see other people who are going through these same struggles, who are like, maybe they just don't have the that extra to really figure it out, or maybe they're not as savvy as I am when it comes to figuring out technology or certain courses and steps. It's like, okay, you might not understand this. I do. but I see your willingness and your determination and your tenacity to strive. So do you think I'm going to sit back and be like, well, she couldn't figure it out, so that's her? No, if I see you're truly trying to do something with yourself, I'm going to insert myself as much as you will allow to make sure that you complete your goals. Now you got the young girls who are so smart, but they're dumb to the point where it's like, oh, you know, I'm real smart, I know this, da, 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 and you're trying to extend yourself, and it's like, I could help you if da, da, da. I don't want to take over your life. I just want to see you do well. But they're so caught up in thinking they know everything that they don't take that. Then you have younger women, some younger women now. I have a few of them in my life right now who are young, who are determined, strong, da 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 da, but might not feel like they have the experience of life as I've gained at such an early age to figure things out. And they're like, you know what? I am young. I am 19. I am 18. I am just about to start my life, and I might be smart, but I don't know what direction to take. How can you assist me? And I have somebody like that right now. I have a few people like that in my life, but I have somebody right now who is that. I said, you know what? We're going to do something with your greatness, because your greatness is already there. You just got to channel it in the right direction. I used to be told that too growing up, you know? So it's that thing of like, you got the ability, but just always make sure you channel it in the right direction. If you channel it in the right direction, you're going to be great. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I feel like when you are doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. Even if you don't get paid, you still will enjoy doing what you do. I've done after school programs in inner city neighborhoods where it was like mentorship and being a positive influence was something that I was able to attribute. I've done things like this, you know? So in the end of the day, I'm just able to create the position, create the, you know? And for me, that is one of the best things. It's one thing when you know that you're great in the most humble way, but it's another thing when you can invest in other people to become great too. Each one teach one, pass it on. But a lot of times in this world we live in, people are so afraid that somebody's going to do better than them, look better than them, be better than them, that they won't even take the time to even reach one, teach one, because they're so caught up on, you can be great, but you can't be better than me. You know what I mean? And when you do become better than me, then I can't even talk to you anymore because now I'm in competition. It's the people who be in slow competition, you know, or undercover competition with you, be the ones who really gonna lurk your content. Your likes might be one on your Instagram feed, but you're going to have over 100 views in minutes, right? Because people love to watch what you do, but don't want to support it out of a place of competition or out of a place of, well, if I don't do this, her business won't grow, her brand won't grow. Newsflash, if you're constantly watching my YouTube channel and you don't support me, you are supporting me, okay? Because the views, the likes, the algorithms, everything includes you as much as you don't want to be someone who's subscribed to what I got going on. So in the end of the day, it's like, I'm not trying to create an atmosphere around me or be in an atmosphere that's giving off negative energy or vibes, but I'm very blunt, I'm very real, I'm very straight to the point. I'm about my business, and I want other people to be about their business. And if you're not, I have no problem telling you, hey, you could do you. I'm not trying to tell you how to be you, but it's not going to work for my brand. Shut it down. Very much so a person who boss mentality, boss, you know, life goals, but I don't like to micromanage. We're grown. So do what you're supposed to do. Be who you need to be a reflection of the brand, and let's get it on and popping. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I am so tired, but I fixed myself some iced coffee. I'm drinking water, and I said I'm going to try to dedicate, well, I am going to dedicate some time to working on some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to go in the room or if I'm going to stay out here, but yeah. I don't even want to try to peel this off. I've always tried to get this off, and I always have problems because my nails are so much shorter again. Sorry, y'all. This is going to bother me now. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Bossing up, becoming the better version of myself, staying humble. Because at any given moment, everything we have could be taken from us in the blink of an eye. So I'm always, you know, going to give credit to where credit is due. God could take anything from me anytime he wants. So I'm not going to give up on what I'm envisioning. Days it could be hard. Days you could feel like dang, what's going on? You know? Got it. Yay. Every time I'm trying to get it, I don't get it. But anyway, yes, so that's the best that you could do. This water is so good. This water is so freaking good. Drink your water. I don't have on no makeup. Just drinking that water, minding my business, and trying to keep the stress to a minimum. Okay? So, yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I just want to get on here, fill you guys in, let you guys know what's going on with business, with life. For my fall reset, as you guys seen, fall reset routine, it's really about resetting my entire life, from fitness to energy vibes, people who are around me, cleaning up my house, cleaning up my business goals, literally sticking to the plan, remaining motivated, and not letting anybody get in the way of that. The month of October, I said this is the month where by November, well, by January, we definitely need to be back in a routine that's going to be positive. For October, I'm taking the month of October to get it together, right? By November, we're going to have it together and we're going to be in routine. When you're up late hours of the night, you're not sleeping at regular times, it's messing up the flow of things. When your schedule is not a schedule, it's just a hit or miss. These things affect you. So for me, I don't want that type of vibe. I want the type of vibe where it's going to be like, we woke up 4 or 5 a.m. like I used to do, and I do still do that, but not consistently. 4 or 5 a.m., we making a cup of coffee. We're starting affirmations and goals and motivation and fitness, and then we're getting into the swing of the morning, making phone calls. Like, lately, with the corporate America flow and the bossing up flow, it all integrated to a point where it's like, bruh, I literally have to get it together because everything is up and down. Corporate America was throwing my schedule off too much. Like, it was getting to a place where I would work evenings. Sometimes I would work mornings. Sometimes I would work the middle of the day. And then all of these times started later in the day. And it's like, okay, this can affect my office hours, but this also affects my sleep patterns and what I have to get done before or after. And it's just like, that's why I said, I got to a place where I realized it's just not going to fit. And if it does fit, it's going to continue to make me block out the things that I actually have going on for myself, that I've been having going on for myself. So I said, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do for what you need to do it for. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of what I'm doing. I just don't have time to be playing with my schedule. Like, I don't. If I can do this, I can do that. I can't do this, I can't do that, then it's not my problem that there's nobody to fill this shift or do this shift. And I get it. That's what happens in businesses a lot of time. That's kind of what you sign up for. But if I can't stick to a routine, schedule, it was going to be affecting my actual business, and I can't do it. Because if it's fluctuating that much, I can't get stability, which is it's overflowing into my sleep patterns. It's overflowing into my workout routine. It's overflowing into so many different arenas in my life that are being negatively affected because of that one catalyst, So it's like, I don't know. I'm glad I made the decision for the sake of the brand, but all that makes me do is have to step up heavier, boss up heavier, to do what I need to do and get things done as soon as possible, because being that it won't be a corporate America necessarily balanced with the brokerage stuff, it's going to make it like, okay, you have to hit the ground running. And for outside of the corporate, it's like, yeah, I got the notary stuff that I'm gonna be doing, because you guys know I'm also a notary. I've had my notary stuff for a while, but it's like, I'll get it together. but I've been literally, like, the expression I've been using is I feel like I've been hit by a bus and a train at the same time. And the irony is I've never been hit by a bus or a train, and I pray that I never do. But that just, I feel like a train wreck. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you explain things that you haven't experienced, but it just fits the description? That's what I feel like. Like, I've been going to sleep late, waking up early, not taking naps really during the day like that. Like today, I just been trying to get through it, and all of these things have been taking place. I've been going to corporate America. I've been working on the business behind the scene. I've been scheduling photo shoots. I've been doing marketing material behind scenes. Like, all of this stuff is going to do what it needs to do when it needs to. But that's just me letting you guys know that that's where I'm standing right now with everything. So I have big vision, big energy, big all of that for the business, for the brand, and it's only up from here. So I'm going to work on some stuff now, and share and subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful babies in the next video.